channel. The last video we have seen regarding the control statements, and today we'll see regarding switch statement. Okay, so let's start with the syntax, then we'll just move slowly to the coding part. Okay, so what is switch statement and what is the role of that in C code? Okay, the switch statement, it allows us to make a decision from a number of choices. Okay, like a if else only, we'll be having in a single expressions, we can have a multiple choices. Based upon a single choice, we can work with that. Okay, the decision will be taken from a number of choices. Okay, that's why the switch statement will be using for a single expression with the multiple choices. Okay, so the syntax of that is, you have to start with switch. Okay, so yes should be very small. Okay, it is not a capital letter. It's a keyword actually. You have to use switch followed by the expression. This is nothing but the conditions. Okay, expression, which means that where you're going to, based on that expression only, we are going to make a decision. Fine. So inside that we have n number of cases. Okay, so here we have a case number 1 and we have a statement and we have a break. Okay, so here the selection is based upon current value of the expressions. Whatever the selections we are making, it is depend upon your current value. Okay, so if a case matches with that expression value, okay, the expression value, it can be like what value, the current value is there, that value will be compared with the cases. If the case matches the expression value, then execution starts with that case and it exit or it ends the case when it encounters a line called break. Okay, so here all cases of that expression will be different, but based upon the current value. Okay, and we have to like circulate that value throughout the code, and where your current values matches with that case, only that case will execute. Okay, and it just execute all the statements belonging to that case, and once it encountered break, it just come out of the switch statement. If the current value is not matching with any case over here, the default statement will get executed. Okay, that is a case. So we have n number of cases. So all cases will be like executed, like checking the current value with that case. If any value is not matching with any cases, then the default statements will get executed. Very good. சரிடா கண்ணு. பாய். Okay, so so here we have used a word called break. Okay, the break statement is always used to terminate or to exit from the switch statement. Okay, the break statement will not have any expression or arguments, so it will be like causing us to control or to transfer the control out of the expression. So it just go out whenever you find, or whenever the code find the break, just come out of the or exit from the particular statement. This is what your break do. Okay, so now this is a syntax. Now we'll start write a code with switch statement. Okay, so starting, what we have to do, we have to like just go and type your header file. So for that you can just get into an the code part. Okay, the online compiler. So to enter the header file, we'll use a hash, sorry, didn't type. Okay, just hash include stdio.h, standard input output header file, to include scanf and printf functions. And then we have a main function. I use void main because main does not return any value. So once you use void, no need to mention return 0, something like that. If you use other than void, like int, float, all these things, you have to mention any return statement on that. okay, because the other type will return, have to return something. So as your main is not returning anything, you have to give return 0. Okay, so I just declare two variables a and b as integer, and also I'm going to have one more thing is called choice. Okay, so because the switch statement works or takes a decision based upon the choice value. Okay, the value will be compared with the cases, so which we seen with the syntax part. We'll see like how it is working, and then like I'm asking for the user to enter two numbers, and then I end up printf statement, and once it is entered I'll be like scanning that input just like a postmaster getting the address. So it is like integer, so it is percentage d, because and it is two integer values I'm going to load in a and b, so which I have to have with address of a and address of b. Okay, the first number will load into address of a and second number will load into address of b, and then I'm asking to user to enter. So whatever you enter in double quotes will be printing the same on the screen. Okay, I'll just enter the choice value now. Okay, so here and also we have to give some numbers for choice and enter your choice. Okay, that is also we have to collect from the user. Whatever the choice they are giving, that has to be loaded into choice value. Okay, that we forgot to load it here. Ampersand choice. Fine. Okay, now I'm just entering enter 1 for addition. Okay, if he want to add up these two values a and b, then he has to enter addition, so that addition choice will be executed, and the same thing can copy it. Okay, the one is nothing but choice. Okay, enter 2 for subtraction. Okay, and then enter 3 for multiplication, so same thing you can just give, copy and paste it, enter 3 for multiplication, and the last one enter 4 for division. Okay, done. Okay, so because like after receiving this only we are going to collect the choice, so don't need to collect choice before, because whenever we enter here then only we have to collect the choice here. Okay, so whatever the number it is given, that will be loaded, because we are asking for the user enter numbers here, right? After entering only we can just get scan that input and load that into choice. Okay, ampersand choice. Okay, so what happened now, what we did, we have just collected two integers, so and we are asking for the user whether we want to or he want to add up these two numbers or he want to subtract. We don't know what kind of arithmetic operation the user wants. Yes, okay, for that we are giving the options or choices for the end user. Okay, the end user can choose either they want to perform addition or like what kind of arithmetic operations they want to perform. Okay, so we'll be ready to provide all four kinds of arithmetic operations. We have the choices with us, so whatever the number he prefer, okay, based on that number our operations will be performed on that two integers. That is our logic here. Okay, so now after entering the choice, what happens, the choice has been loaded, like if we enter 1, the 1 will be like loaded into a choice variable. Now what happens, we'll start with switch. So switch of expression is nothing but your the decision variable or the choice variable. What is the choice variable here? Choice. Okay, so whatever the number we pass it, that number will be like loaded into switch. Okay, expression is given, and once it is given we will be starting with switch case. So now what happens, now we have to give the cases. Yes, so now what are the things, like he will be like having enter value 1 2 3 4. Okay, the choices will be in these numbers only, so we'll just give case 1. If he is giving 1, then what I have to do, okay, instead he is like enter a b c, now you have to give case a, like that. Okay, but here we have given 1 2 3 4, now we have to give case 1. In case if we just opt for 1, what we have to do, we have to perform the addition. So we'll be like performing printf the result value, the result after addition. Okay, so a plus b. Okay, and then we have to give what? Break. Each case has to be ended with break. Okay, so once he gives 1, what happens? The switch of 1 will be passed and that value will be compared with all the cases. So here case 1 and the current value is 1, both are same, it is matching, so it is entering inside the case 1. And what happens in case 1? They are asking for the result after addition. Okay, so because 1 for addition, so a is whatever the value is given by user and b is whatever the value given by the user. So we are performing the addition on that value and the result will be printed and just give break, it come out of the switch statement. The other cases will not be verified or checked or executed. Okay, now if it is case 2, case 2 means it is nothing but subtraction. Okay, so just you can copy it and you can just paste it. This is consume your, just saves your time actually. Okay, so what happens? The results after subtraction, because 2 for subtraction. So for suppose your end user value or choice value is 2, in this case this case 1 will be skipped out. Okay, it never just go inside it because it is like 2 not equal to 1. This is 1, right? 1 and 2 is not equal to. Okay, so they just go here and here the value, current value is 2 and again the case value is 2, both are matching. So getting inside this case and now this will get executed. Okay, this is how all other cases will execute. Now we just give case 3. So in this case, so always you give printf here, so that come to know that this printf is this and for this case we have break. Okay, fine, and this is for this printout. This is after multiplication. I'll just give multiplication here. After multiply, I'll just give here, and then this is this symbol I have to change to star, and again we need a break and we'll just give it. And again what happened? This is for case 3, so we have to give case 3. And again now we have to copy and we have to paste it for division. Okay, so this is your case 4. So case 4 is for division, we have it for division. Okay, so this symbol has to be changed with the divide symbol and the break is also given. Okay, all 4 cases is given. Okay, because we asked for user only for 4 choices, so we, for all the 4 choices we have given the options. Okay, so suppose for example the thing, if the user does not give a proper valid number, okay, in this case my default statement will get executed. Okay, so in this case what I'm going to do, I'm going to write printf enter number between, enter proper number, anything can give, enter proper number or invalid choice, anything can write. I'll just invalid choice, invalid choice. Okay, so this is what. Okay, so we have just given a default choice also. Okay, fine, we'll just now we'll see like what are the things we have written. So we have just got it with the switch of choice. Okay, the number whatever we have received, and goes check with all the cases, and if all the number are not matching with any case, then the default will get executed. Okay, so default says that it is like enter a valid choice or invalid choice. Okay, we'll see that all the things is as done. Okay, fine, I think it is fine. Now we'll see executing the thing. I think the main function is closed. We'll execute. We'll see like is there any error. If so, we'll just troubleshoot it and rectify it, else we'll just start with executing the program. Okay, yeah, so there is no error. Fine, so they're asking for entering 2 numbers, so I'm just entering just enter 6 and I'll just give 4. Okay, 6 and 4, I'll just give two numbers A and B. So A is now loaded with 6 and B is now loaded with 4. And then what we have to ask, we have to just give the choices now. Enter 1 for addition, all these things. So what happens? Okay, I'll just re-execute it. Okay, I'll just execute it again. So enter two numbers. I'll just give 90 and then I'll give 7. Okay, sorry, because as we have given 3 percentage D, so that's why it is like waiting for the other number. We'll re-execute it. Okay, we'll just ask for two numbers. Okay, I'll just give 8 and I'll give 5. Fine. Now, okay, it's done. Enter 1 for addition, enter 2 for subtraction, enter 3 for multiplication, and enter 4 for division. I'll just go for multiplication. I'll just give 3. I'll just give my input as 3. So now the choices will be 3. The result after multiply. Okay, what happens? Why it is not loading? Any idea? Because we haven't entered the format specifier. Okay, without format specifier the thing will not work, right? So this will be replaced, the value will be replaced with the format specifier. That's why we didn't receive it. Okay, so wherever we need, we have to just give format specifier. That's why we didn't get it. Okay, fine, I'll just add that. And then so in division also format specifier. Fine. Okay, I'll re-execute it again. So I'll just give the numbers, the same numbers we'll try. So enter two numbers. I'll be getting will be giving we'll give 8 and 5. Okay, so I'll just ask for 3. Okay, I'll go for multiplication. You can see the result after multiply is 40. 8 into 5, 40. Now what happens is, okay, so we have given 8 and 5 are two numbers. So A is loaded with 8 and 5 is loaded with B. Okay, now the choices is 3. So now the switch choice is loaded with the 3 number. Okay, switch of 3 is nothing but the case 3 will be executed. Okay, 1 is not equal to 3, 2 is not equal to 3. So hence these two cases are ignored. Okay, now it is coming to case 3. So switch of 3 is nothing but it is choosing the case 3. Okay, case 3 states that we are going to have that result as multiply. So A into B. So A is 8 and B is 5. So the arithmetic operation chosen is star. So A into B, it is 8 into 5, it is 40. And then after that we will be having a break. Break is nothing but is coming out of the switch statement. And that's why we didn't get any cases executed over here. The same thing you can just try with division. Okay, you can just try with giving some other number. I'll just give the easiest number, so that will be like understanding about the results of the divisions. Okay, I'll just give 10 and 2. Okay, 10 by 2. So I'll just give division 4, which means that 10 by 2 is 5. Okay, so here the thing is like we'll be like executing this particular case where we'll be having the division part and it is getting with the break. Okay, so again we'll be just giving some other choice. I'll just give 5 and 4 and I'll just give 5 here. We have only 4 options but I'm trying to give 5. Okay, so what happens now? Okay, you can just see invalid choice because we have options only 4 cases. There is no case number 5. That's why we are getting the default statement. What is default statement? Invalid choice. That is getting executed. Okay, fine. Now suppose we'll just try to remove this break and see what is happening without a break. Okay, so that you'll understand the importance of break. Okay, I'll just give 2 cases with break, the other 2 cases without break. We'll see like how it is working. So whether the program will execute or not, the switch will work without break or not. We'll see like whether what happens without break, a switch without break. So there is no error. So which means the first point to be noted is the switch can execute without break also, but the result may vary. Okay, we'll see like what is happening now. The same I think I'll give 8 5. Okay, So for two things we removed break, right? We remove for addition, we remove for subtractions. And I'll just work with addition now. Okay, I'll just give one addition. Now if you see here, what happens? The result after addition 13, the result after subtraction 3, the result after multiply 40. Okay, but it is breaking, it is not getting the result after division, because in the multiply we have break. It has been executed and it has been terminated from the switch. You can, I think you got it actually. Okay, so there is no break after addition, so it is executing case 2 also. Okay, the case 2 is after subtraction, it is also executing. There is no break in subtraction. Again it is started executing case 3, and case 3 is nothing but the result after multiply, and after this there is a break. That's why it didn't go for division. It just after seeing or after encountering the break, it just terminates the switch statement, comes out of the switch statement. It didn't execute all these things. Suppose if you remove this break, okay, if they remove this break, all these cases will get executed. Let's see now. Okay, default also will execute it. Okay, so I'll just show that so that you'll go know the importance of break. So how the break is helpful in this switch statement. Okay, I'll just give the same number 8 and 5, and I'll just give again, I'll go for one addition. You can see here the result after addition, all cases are executing. The result after subtraction, the result after multiply. Before we didn't get result after division, but here we got result after division also, because we removed the break in multiply and the division. So result after division, again the default statement is also executing invalid choice. So after removing break, you can see that even though the case 1 is matching, okay, but the case 2 is not a proper or relevant to this cases, but still it is executing because we didn't stop it. We have to stop somewhere. Yes, so we have to give break, only then, okay, we will be having a particular case will execute. Okay, so here that break works as an end of each case statement, hence your subsequent case statements including the default statement has also or else also executed in this case. Okay, so you can see that all cases are executing without break. So your break is very important. So whenever you write a switch case, okay, don't forget to include a break statement. Okay, so you always include a break, because if you are not using break, the case never get ends. Okay, so this is a very important when we are working with switch case. Switch case means switch case, and then for each case to stop we need a break. So these three important terms you have to remember always whenever you write a switch case. Switch case is must, and then you have to write break. So not required to write always 1 to 3. So whatever the choices you are requesting for the user, that case can be included here. Either you can just add up like this also, enter plus for addition, enter minus for subtraction. Okay, enter the symbol also you can use it. Okay, symbol also you can use it like this, you can enter, and where you can just give here like this, but with the single quote. You should not give like simply plus here, you should not give like that. So always go with a single quote plus like this. Okay, so in this case it is working now, then we'll be like working with the thing. Okay, like this. So when the plus is pressed, okay, this case will get executed. When minus is pressed, and that case will be executed like that. Okay, not only the number, it can also be any symbols, but make sure that you're adding that symbols in the cases. Okay, the values has to be like compared with each case, and also don't forget to add break in the each cases. Only then you will be getting a proper output. I hope you understood about the switch case. So what we did, we have added as case two numbers here, and then also a choice to receive, and we have just added as complete statements for asking for choices. And once a choice is loaded into a choice variable, then switch of expression is like switch off the choice variable, and then we'll be like including all the cases to make up a decisions. Based upon your objective, you have to prepare your cases, and after that you have to add up your break in each case. That is very important. And then you have to finally come with a default case. If all the cases are not matching, not ignoring, then you have to go with a default case. Default case will not require to have a break, because that is a last statement. It is anyway, it is going to terminate the switch statement. Okay, so switch also works without break, but without break we won't be getting a proper output. Okay, if they're asking in interview, they're asking questions like whether without break your switch statement can execute without error. Na, it can execute. Okay, it can execute, but thing is like we won't get a proper result. We get all the cases to be executed in a output screen along with the default. All the sequence of cases will get executed. That is the answers to be given for the interviewer. Okay, so I hope you understood the concept of switch statement. If you have any doubt, please ping me in comments. Thank you. Happy learning.